What is IB?
It's pretty much this crazy systematic torture.
It's a place where you have to sell your soul to.
IB is life.
Course of choice where you can become the best person you can be.
IB is hard, it's tough,
It's a way of life.
It's also like a big family.
IB to me was an important milestone.
Is lots of work and late nights on Twitter talking about how you should be studying.
Hashtag team no sleep. Hashtag team what? Hashtag team is this due tomorrow?
Well, it wasn't as hard as you think it is.
It is a compilation of hard, very hard classes.
Is the road less traveled by.
A really big headache.
It's a combination of that into a creative baby.
Was it worth it being an IB?
Yeah.
Yes, IB was worth it.
In the end, yes.
To meet all those great people and to learn so much.
It was absolutely worth it.
It gives you good experience working with people.
And you get to meet crazy awesome nerds.
I don't think that I would have my high school experience any other way.
A once-in-a-lifetime thing. And
I think it's definitely taught me time management.
I became a better writer, better math student, better everything due to IB.
I don't know, I suppose so.
Maybe in a few years it'll be worth it. Right now I'm just mad.
Most definitely.
By far, por supuesto.
IB has changed me as a person by
getting me out there and involved in things that I wouldn't have done otherwise.
Has helped me become a better learner and a better thinker.
Definitely made me less of a procrastinator.
Be more outgoing and willing to take more challenges.
It's helped me to get out of my comfort zone.
It has made me more aware of the people that live in the world that we all share together.
Well, IB caused me to open up and
it's just enhanced some qualities that I have.
Made me come out of my shell.
I'm a lot more social as a person than I was before.
Taught me a lot about discipline and responsibility.
It taught me to challenge myself more.
IB has really exposed me to many different areas and disciplines.
If TOK hasn't made you think differently, you're doing something wrong.
It gave me the opportunity to become a well-rounded person.
It's made me a better student, period.
In 10 years.
I hope to have more money than I have now.
Hopefully successful.
I really don't know.
Probably in bed sleeping. I see myself with a recent PhD degree in public policy.
Hopefully see myself in a bigger city.
You know, I'll just go wherever the wind blows me, really.
Still on this earth, in this universe, in this galaxy.
With a good career.
And working in a hospital in either the pediatrics department or in the NICU.
Becoming a mechanical engineer.
A happy marriage with Beyonce Knowles.
I hope to travel and see new things.
A pharmacist, and then quitting and becoming a flight attendant.
Backpacking or hitchhiking across Europe.
Hopefully out of school with a degree in medicine.
I see myself as supreme dictator of the universe.
And hopefully landing a job working with legislators and politicians.
I've been told by a mentor that I was either going to do great things or end up in prison for a really long time.
Well, assuming we graduate, hopefully have a job.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be an astronaut and work for NASA, so I hope I'll be doing that.
My fondest memory?
I don't know.
Definitely IB Fun Day.
IB Fun Day.
The IB Fun Day.
So IB Fun Day.
IB Fun Day. It's an oxymoron, but it's a good event.
Honestly, every moment was pretty fun.
EE and my second math IA where I stayed up until 4 o'clock.
I turned in my EE and my IAs and my TOK papers in on time.
And we all met at Waffle House at like 3 in the morning to do our film IP that was due that day.
Me, Tyrus, David, and Drew broke the 4x8 record.
I've got to say, it was when we finished those IB exams.
In inquiry skills and assignments class when she left the classroom and we all just moved the desks together and to the very front of the classroom to where she was teaching at, and then she came back and she was livid.
Listening to one of Mr. Mack's lectures, and as he's rambling on, he said a little quote that has impacted me. There's just too darn much to know in this world, just too darn much.
Just because it's the last time that we're all probably going to be together these last couple days, and we've gotten through the entire thing together, and now we're getting ready to say goodbye, so these are probably the most important to me.
Inspirational comments.
I used to procrastinate a lot in school, quite a bit.
It's made me good at procrastinating.
I've gotten really good at procrastination.
Procrastinated.
I would say that don't procrastinate because you will put yourself in a more stressful situation than you're already in.
Don't procrastinate.
Just don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate.
Just stay organized, stay prepared.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
The going gets tough, the tough gets going, I guess.
Stay positive, and then everyone else will follow you.
Class of 2013, we did it.
I would like to wish you good luck in whatever you wish to pursue.
If you do something you love, you will never have to work a day in your life.
Don't be a tadpole and swim in a mud hole. Be a whale and swim in the ocean. And I think for all those IB students, I'd like to tell them that, and to not keep your mind closed, to always keep an open mind, always keep your dreams big, and to keep on shooting for even bigger. Because I think that's a lot of what IB teaches us, and I think we need to embody that. So good luck, guys.
Okay, IB has meant so much to me, and I just want to thank all of my teachers that have put up with all of us and been with us through it all. And
thank you for always being there and always believing in us.
And to just keep doing what you're doing because you really helped me. And in the future, I'm going to take these skills that you've taught me and apply them to my life and teach them to my children.
We couldn't have done it without y'all, teachers.
To my teachers, I would like to thank you for your hard work and dedication. Couldn't have done it without you.
I would like to thank the teachers for their hard work and helping us along this, fairly rocky journey.
Thank you, Miss Bates. Thank you, Mrs. Brown.
Thank you, Miss Boutwell.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Kramer.
Thank you, Mrs. Harrell.
Gracias, Señora Leathers.
Thank you, Miss Rutland.
Thank you, Miss Sexton or Mrs. Blair.
Gracias, Señora Smith.
Thank you, Mrs. Steele.
Thank you, Miss Stockdale.
Thank you, Mrs. White.
Gracias, Señora Wilson.
Thank you, Mrs. Fraser.
Thank you, Miss Holman.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. Thank you, Mrs. Brogan.
Thank you, Miss Garrett.
Thank you, Mrs. Powell.
Thank you, Dr. J.
Thank you, Mrs. Lindsay.
Thank you, Miss Simonson.
Thank you, Mr. Kent.
Thank you, Mrs. Mills.
Thank you, Miss Godova.
Thank you, Mr. Neely.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you, Miss Morris.
Thank you, Mr. Filson.
Thank you, Miss Patterson. And thank you, Mr. Lee.
I love you guys.
Teachers, I love you so much. You're the best ever, and I'm always going to remember you.
Rolling. Wait, it's recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
Mrs. Brown, the number in my head is 3.
Go Torres. That's not right. Dang it.
My experience here has been interesting to say the least. It's been kind of hard with my condition.
Thank you, Mr. Trimmer. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney.
About my lip, I don't know.
Cut me off at here for each other.
To fellow classmates, just to not. Don't know.
Speaking right now, you distracted me.
Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Thank you, Mrs. Brown.
Alright, Sebastian learned a tick in his natural environment. Alright, Sebastian, what is your fondest memory as an IB student?
You think I could be on top of the world?
Yeah, better community. No, I don't do it.
You're a NASCAR driver or the CEO of McDonald's.
Well, before IB, I was a caterpillar, going through life,
But over the past 4 years, I've spun my cocoon of knowledge and education. And now, I'm a butterfly.
I just want to tell the youngins that